Prophets are the mouthpiece of God. When they speak, God has spoken.
For prophecy never had its origin in the human will, but prophets, though human, spoke from God as they were carried along by the Holy Spirit. On 1st of January 2022, during the crossover service, man of God Prophet Sanga gave a word of prophecy on how famine will affect different nations. And this is what he said.
God he spoke to me.
Mungu amesema nami
About this year.
kwa habari ya mwaka huu,
The green year.
mwaka wa kijani
2022.
2022.
There will be some famine in some of the nations.
Kutakuwa na njaa katika baadhi ya mataifa.
Some of the nations,
Baadhi ya mataifa
they will go through that thing.
watapitia hilo.
And I'm seeing the news over the world.
Na naona habari zikitangazwa dunia
To
nzima
some of the nations.
kwa baadhi ya mataifa.
To some of the nations.
Kwa baadhi ya mataifa.
This thing to be louder
Hii itakuwa ya juu sana
in some of the nations.
kwa baadhi ya mataifa.
In some of the nations.
Katika baadhi ya mataifa.
I repeat again.
Narudia tena.
There will be some anger in some of the nations.
Kutakuwa na njaa katika baadhi ya mataifa.
Some of the nations.
Baadhi ya mataifa.
Some of the nations.
Baadhi ya mataifa.
You have never seen it last year.
Haujawahi kuona hili katika mwaka uliopita,
But
lakini
it's going to happen this year.
inakwenda kutokea mwaka huu.
Purposely.
Kwa kusudi.
Purposely.
Kwa kusudi.
Purposely.
Kwa kusudi.
Purposely.
Kwa kusudi.
Because God, he wants his children to go back to him.
Kwa sababu anataka watoto wake wamrudie yeye.
All this is going to happen
Yote yanakwenda kutokea
because of one thing.
kwa sababu ya jambo moja.
God,
Mungu
he wants his children
anataka watoto wake
to call upon his name.
waliite jina lake.
Because I saw the news and the magazine
Kwa sababu niliona habari zikitangazwa kwenye magazeti
and some different nations helping those nations
na baadhi ya mataifa yakiyasaidia hayo mataifa
because of what is going to happen.
kwa sababu ya kile kinachokwenda
Because
kutokea.
of this angle that I'm seeing the different nations.
Kwa sababu ya njaa ambayo nimeiona kwenye haya mataifa.
And I saw the news in the different television,
Na nikaziona habari zikitangazwa kwenye televisheni mbalimbali, BBC,
something like Sky News,
kitu kama Sky News,
ITV, TBC, and some media.
Na baadhi ya mitandao mingine.
Praise God, hallelujah.
Mungu asifiwe.
I saw it.
Niliona hilo.
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 The picture was close to my eyes.
Ile picha ilikuwa karibu sana kwenye macho yangu.
And I said, God, what can I say?
Na nikasema, Mungu niseme nini?
Don't pray.
Akasema usiombe.
I want my people to seek me.
Nataka watu wangu wanitafute.
Praise God, hallelujah.
As the word of prophecy stated on 1st of January 2022, different media and international humanitarian organizations have been reporting on how famine has affected some countries and how it's a threat to other countries.
Have withered, the grass has turned to dust, and the animals that support millions are dying. Thousands live here in this ad hoc settlement in Ethiopia, and the aid agencies are struggling to feed them. The UN says 13 million are facing severe hunger. UNICEF says hundreds of thousands of children are now at risk of severe malnutrition. In Somalia, the drought has been particularly fierce. 90% of the country has been affected, and many have abandoned their homes in search of food and water.
It's now estimated that over 800 million people around the world do not have enough to eat. The island of Madagascar is facing a famine that the UN says is caused by climate change.
There is no more rain, no more fields because of the drought. I can go for days without eating. More and more children are turning up at hospitals severely malnourished. Without food, some could die.
Afghanistan is facing the worst humanitarian crisis in the world. In cities like Kabul, people don't have the cash to buy it. As a result, up to 8 million people are facing starvation.
To the people here, all these children, what does matter is that they just don't have enough to eat, and that it feels like they are being forced slowly but inevitably towards starvation.
They work miracles at the children's hospital. They need to for babies like Hazibullah, whose survival seems against all odds.
The worst drought in decades is gripping eastern Africa, parching landscapes, killing livestock, and creating a humanitarian crisis. Driven by climate change, it's also leading to civil strife as shepherding communities battle each other for scarce resources.
The UN says more than 26 million are struggling to find food across East Africa, while here in northern Kenya, almost 500,000 children are acutely malnourished.
There will be some famine in some of the nations.
Kutakuwa na njaa katika baadhi ya mataifa.
Some of the nations,
baadhi ya mataifa,
they will go through that thing.
Watapitia hilo.
And I'm seeing the news over the world.
Naona habari zikitangazwa dunia nzima.
To some of the nations.
Kwa baadhi ya mataifa.
You have never seen it last year.
Haujawahi kuona hili katika mwaka uliopita. Lakini
it's going to happen this year.
Inakwenda kutokea mwaka huu.
When God speaks, the wise listen.
Keep watching POG Family TV. Jesus Christ loves you.